monument behind me, right? It's a tree, but I'm down on the mall. It's really nice. I mean, it's like, I think it's gonna be in the 80s today. I don't know if it's there already. What time is it? 10, 11 o'clock. But this is the mall where the Smithsonian institutions are, and it's lovely. So when you come to town, you see the Washington Monument on one side, and then there's buildings on both sides, and then down there, you probably can't see it well, but that's the U.S. Capitol. So we got the U.S. Capitol on one end of the mall, and we got the Washington Monument on the other end of the mall, and the White House is sort of that way. If you're at the Washington Monument and you go that way, which would be north, you'd run into the White House. So that's a little geography and a little tour. I mean, it's a great town, particularly in the spring, summer. I mean, this spring we didn't have a spring. We sort of sprung out of spring. There's no more spring left. No spring in the steps. But it's a nice city, and what I like about it, it's okay to be middle class. I mean, like in New York, it's tough to be middle class. You have to be real rich or real poor to take advantage of it. San Francisco, I feel that too. But here, it's okay, and it's not overwhelming because the city, the buildings are not, 800 stories and all that kind of. They can't be taller than 14 floors, and that is because that's how called the Capitol is. And so whoever designed the city was doing that and made laws. But I need your help. I don't know if you know, I have a grant, $1,000 to 10 people we're giving. On July 4th is the closing date for the application, and we're getting so many good stories of people. All you have to do is tell me in a video or an audio or in 100, 200 words or whatever, what you're going to do with the money, and that's all you have to do. But you have to be a member. So this is for members. I'm trying to get, the membership has been so good, we're finally making money, and so I want to start giving it back. And this is how I thought we could do it. Those who need it the most, or I don't know, that's a subjective thing. We're going to go through that. We'll give it back, and right now it's going to be 10 $1,000 grants, but I want to give $5,000 more. And want to ask your opinion. Should that be like 20 grants for $250, or this is sort of like second prize? Yeah, so if you're not one of the first prize, this will be the second prize that we'll have, and we'll give it out on July 4th also. I haven't changed the application page, and that's in the description if you're curious what it is. Should it be 20 grants at $250 or 10 at $500? So I'd like to know what you think. We all live in our own minds, and that's dangerous sometimes. And want to get the feeling of the crowd and what you guys think, about this, because that's important. I mean, I'm not applying, so I want to know what you guys feel about applying for a $250 grant or a $500 grant. But there'll be more chances if we do the 50. Oh, 20. So you think it'd be 20? Yeah. So let me know just in the chat here. What do you think? 50, $500. Oh, so there's one for $500. The one, so that's 20. Oh, you could put 10 more or 20 more. I was like, oh, 20. That's another 10. Oh, it's going 50-50 so far. 10. 10 more for 500. Well, yeah, we'll keep them coming in, and so I know. I want to know what you think. And I hope to do this regularly. I mean, as long as we could keep profitable and start giving money back on a regular basis. So I'm trying to figure out what, this is our first time to do it. And people are telling me, to give it out right away, but now we put a deadline of July 4th. So instead of starting another one, we'll just hook this other, $5,000 onto this one, and I'll change the website so you could see it. So to give more people a chance, and then that will also maybe help us design, the best way to do future ones. Because there's no real right way. You try it, you fail, you screw up, you try it again. I mean, that's the way you live. No one goes out of the box perfectly, and for the first time, you don't stand up to the plate and hit a home run. It takes practice and trial and error, and swing and a miss, swing and a miss. And that's what life, so you're not willing to swing and a miss, you're not going to do a whole lot in life, because that's what it takes. I was having dinner with some people last night, and they just agonize. They don't want to start something that they don't know perfectly. And this is from our school system. Everything has to be perfect. But what's perfect? That's just some other expert saying you that this is what you should know or whatever, but they don't know. The only experts are the people who are going to give you money. So if you're not asking them, anybody else you ask is nonsense. It doesn't, you get an opinion, but it doesn't mean anything. And that's why the faster you go out and just say you're doing this and see who'll buy it. If they don't, then okay, then you have to do something else. But don't try to, build the Sistine Chapel, because nobody wants a Sistine Chapel. That'll be too expensive. So there's something. It's sort of like here, say, okay, well, what is $500? Well, we can make an argument for each one, but it doesn't matter what we think. It's the people who we're giving it to that matters. What would they want? And that's the only thing. I'm sure if I ask 10 of my friends, I'll have 10 different answers. But it doesn't matter. They would never apply for this, right? It's. Well, if they did, they probably wouldn't get it. They're not in need. I want to give it to people who really need. I know there's a lot of people who join us that they don't really have the extra money. And then the next thing we'll start doing is giving scholarships too, so that people, don't have them. Because I think the people who really need a scholarship or need to use it really don't have the $20, to join. So that's why I think we'll start giving scholarships for that. To make sure that people who really need it could take advantage of it. And that's, I'd love to give it all for free, but then I can't feed myself. And also, have other people help us to help you. And that's what it's all about. And use the technology and everything, but it's not as expensive as I thought it would be to do something like this. Because I'm old school with old think, and that's why everybody was telling me, no, for this, there's no way you're going to make money at $20. And you have to charge $200 a month. I just didn't want to be the $200 a month guy. I want to be the $20 guy and help people, at that level, not at the people who could afford $200 a month. So tell me more. If you have, and if you see this later, that it's not live anymore, you could email me at leskofreeradio@gmail.com. That's leskofreeradio@gmail.com. And tell me whether it should be 10 $500 ones or 20 $250 ones, okay? Well, you go have the rest of your day and enjoy the sunshine. I am. I've been up for a long time. Answered all my questions, so then I have to go home and do some real work. And that's really planning for the future, building new products, new sources, organizing them, and get them out there so you guys should take advantage of it. So remember, what should I do? Should it be 10 more at $500 or 20 more at $20? What do you 10 more at $500 or 20 more at $250? It's not big money, obviously, but it'll help somewhere, lighten your day. Somebody wrote, yeah, my mom's dying of cancer, and we just, wanted to use the money to get a gift for her and do something nice. And Boy, that's what else we got to do in life. You know, should help somebody, and particularly helping somebody in trouble. You have to do what's in your heart. Yes. I tell you, so there's a lot of money to someone who doesn't have any, and I appreciate it when spend it wisely. Oh, see, that's what it. Yeah, I mean, it just people that are appreciative, and that's what it is. And if I have that something that could help somebody else, there's no reason I should keep it. Yeah, because it certainly can help, and that's. And also, I learn, you sending in how you're going to use this money teaches me what people need money for. So I can then find other sources that would solve that problem. See, it's all about, I could find an answer to anything, I just can't, I don't know the questions. So that's why you telling me what you need money for is really giving me a question to answer. And I could go try to answer it, and then we could help other people with the same question, because we find the answer once and find it, and that's what's available. Okay, so 250. I think I've seen a lot of 250s here. Maybe that's who is up this early in Sunday morning doing this. I guess it's not early anymore, but certainly Sunday morning. I don't know if you could see all the food trucks here on the mall. See them? I mean, there's a line. There's got to be 20, 30 food trucks. So they're all waiting for the tourists to come. And that's the new African American Museum over there. Just opened up. Probably the latest museum on the mall. And there's the Washington Monument going that way. See the African American Museum? Yeah, it's supposed to be really cool in there. I haven't had a chance to get in. You know, when you're local, it's there all the time. So when somebody comes to town and they want to go, then that's when I probably will go. All right. Cool. Okay, well, thank you again for your help. And I'll be here 15 more years, I hope. See, I used to say 20. I'm getting a little more realistic, or older, or tireder, or whatever. It's keeping the body going. And that's why I exercise every day. It's great. Talk to you soon.